Waves of Iranian missile attacks rock Israel. Operation True Promise 4 in top gear. Millions of Israelis shelter in bunkers. Israel is under yet another aerial attack as Iran launches a fifth wave of ballistic missiles towards the Jewish state and the occupied territories. The Iranian attack triggered sirens across Tel Aviv and central parts of the country, forcing Israelis to rush into bomb shelters. According to preliminary Israeli military assessments, there are no reports of direct impacts as the missiles were successfully intercepted, but impacts involving fragments are being reported. Hours later, the IDF Home Front Command announced that civilians in areas where sirens were heard could safely leave bomb shelters after the threat had passed. The non-stop and intensifying Iranian aggression highlights the rapidly escalating confrontation between the two enemy nations. Meanwhile, Iranians woke up to the sounds of massive explosions in Tehran and elsewhere in the country as the war entered its second week with no signs of slowing down. The Israeli army said 80 fighter jets dropped 230 munitions overnight across Iran. The IDF said munitions were dropped on several military sites. According to the Israeli army, the attacked sites included an IRGC military university, a storage site containing launch infrastructure, and an underground site for storing and manufacturing ballistic missiles. Explosions were also reported at Tehran's Mehrabad International Airport. Footage posted on social media showed strikes and large fires at Tehran's Mehrabad International Airport, with eyewitnesses reporting burning planes on the tarmac after explosions rocked one of the Iranian capital's main commercial airports. Al Jazeera reported that at least 1,332 people have been reported killed in US-Israeli attacks on Iran since launch of war on February 28th.
Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps says it has launched the 22nd wave of Operation True Promise 4, firing a barrage of missiles towards Israeli and US-linked targets. The announcement was made in a statement carried by Tasnim news agency. According to Tasnim, the new wave began Friday afternoon under the codename Ya Hussein ibn Ali. The IRGC said missiles were launched toward what it described as the heart of the occupied territories. The IRGC said the strike involved several missile types, including Khorramshahr-4, Khaybar, and Fatah missiles, targeting locations from the Persian Gulf region to Tel Aviv. The statement, carried by Tasnim news agency, said targets included American and Israeli-linked facilities in Gulf countries, along with locations around Tel Aviv, Ben Gurion Airport, and military centers in Haifa. Iran said one of the missiles used in the barrage was the Khorramshahr-4, described as an ultra-heavy missile carrying a 2-ton warhead and capable of speeds exceeding Mach 14, according to the IRGC statement. Iranian officials also rejected claims that its missile capabilities have weakened. The IRGC said the latest launches demonstrate that its network of missile bases remains fully operational, Tasnim reported. A senior IRGC official told Fars news agency that most missiles fired during the first week of the war were older systems produced between 2012 and 2014. The official said Iran has largely held back its newest missile systems so far, but warned that more advanced long-range missiles could be used in the coming days if the conflict continues, according to Fars. The IRGC says it is prepared for a prolonged war until what it calls the aggressor is punished.
The Iranian ballistic missiles targeted the Ben Gurion International Airport in Israel, the Israeli media reported. According to Israeli media, there had been no reports of injuries following the latest Iranian ballistic missile attack on central Israel. According to the Israeli military, a small number of missiles were launched in the salvo. There were no reports of direct impacts in residential areas. Fragments reportedly landed in some areas. Sirens went off in Tel Aviv again after Iran launched ballistic missiles on the Israeli capital. The latest strikes mark a full week of attacks affecting countries across the Middle East. The IDF Home Front Command said civilians in areas where sirens sounded can now leave bomb shelters, but should still remain close to them. The Iranian military's missile strikes took place amid Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu chairing a meeting on the security assessment. Video released by the Israeli government press office showed alleged footage from the meeting of Benjamin Netanyahu with security officials, including David Zini, head of Israel's security agency, and several ministers. Those present included Defense Minister Israel Katz, Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar, Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich, and National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir. Iran on Friday said it mass-launched ballistic missiles at Israel, according to the Iranian state-owned television. The report identified them as Khaybar, Khorramshahr 4, and Fatah. Iran said the launch marks Wave 22 of Operation True Promise 4. On Thursday, the Israeli military said its air force carried out 2,500 strikes and dropped over 6,000 munitions on Iran.
Our Air Force pilots have conducted 2,500 strikes, dropping over 6,000 munitions. In just 24 hours, our pilots cleared the path to Tehran. We destroyed about 80% of their air defense systems. We've gained almost total air superiority over Iran's skies. We neutralized and destroyed over 60% of the ballistic missile launchers, a most significant achievement, reducing harm to the home front and saving many lives. This is an ongoing effort, but I emphasize the threat has not yet been removed. Every missile is deadly and poses a danger. Upon the successful completion of the initial surprising opening strike phase, during which we successfully established complete air superiority and effectively neutralized their entire ballistic missile array, we are now transitioning to the subsequent phase of this ongoing campaign. In this next stage, we will significantly intensify our targeting of the regime's core foundations and its overall military capabilities. We possess further unexpected strategic maneuvers which I do not intend to disclose at this particular moment. We will pursue our enemies, every single one, and we will overtake them. There will be no more questions. We will continue to operate to protect the safety and security of the residents of the North. We will work tirelessly to remove this persistent threat, and we will not relent in our effort to disarm Hezbollah.
On Thursday, Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps had claimed it fired the advanced Khorramshahr 4 ballistic missiles towards the Ben Gurion Airport.
Iran has leveled its fury at the very heart of Israel. In a bold, unprecedented escalation, Tehran says it unleashed advanced Khorramshahr 4 ballistic missiles toward Ben Gurion International Airport, the gateway to Tel Aviv, and the nearby Israeli Air Force Base. According to Iran's Revolutionary Guard, the strikes aimed straight at the city's skies at dawn, a message thunderous and clear. This conflict will not be contained, and no target is off limits. As missiles streak across borders, the world watches and waits for what comes next.